Hello, I'm William Lamb. And this is my mother, Mrs. Lamb.
Oh, please, call me Allie. I'm originally from Arkansas. I came here to live with William and his family in 1930.
Today's event is the Voices of the Past, and this is part of Pasadena's history that we're doing today.
Basically, what we're trying to do out here is give the people whose voices have been still for so long, bring their voices back to life and have them be able to tell you of their lives, how they lived here in Pasadena, what it was like for them. And in doing so, it helps us to understand a lot more of where we came from.
My name is William Blakesley. I came here to Pasadena, Texas in 1894. I met my good friend Robert Gwynn about 1896, and he hired me to work his farm.
We are talking through people that, like Robert Gwynn, who was had the first mercantile here in Pasadena back in the early 1900s.
Mr. Gwynn was married to Mary Jane, his second wife, and had 14 kids in all. He had 8 from his first wife and 6 from his second. And I was really busy working his farm, but I wasn't too busy to notice Miss Parks, Erma Parks. Married Miss Erma in 1896 on August 20th.
In particular, we've got Parks, some of the Parks family people. One of his descendants is actually playing the part of one of her ancestors.
Let me introduce you to my great-great-uncle, Ralph Parks. Ralph was the first mayor of Pasadena. He was also the first president of Pasadena State Bank. He was a Mason. He was involved in so many things. He was a wonderful businessman.
Among other things, it brings attention to the cemetery, gets people to come out here and see it, because not only is this a cemetery, it's also a very important historical site. This is where the bloody, very end of the Battle of San Jacinto was fought, right here at Crown Hill.
Al principio éramos una fuerza de 6,000 soldados. 6,000 cuando sucedió la derrota en el Álamo.
We're invited to this event to portray a Mexican soldier that was killed during the Battle of San Jacinto. However, the ones that died here were the ones that got away. They got this far before they were killed. They were looking for Vince's Bridge. Vince's Bridge was down, so they died on the banks of this bayou.
Her family, the Shook family, has been in Texas a lot longer than my dad's family. I'm portraying Emory Valentine Zamolki. He died at 19 years old as a pipe fitter. His grandparents, they immigrated from Germany, and they were actually one of the first families to settle in this area of Pasadena, which at the time was just called the Deepwater Settlement. It hadn't actually had the name of Pasadena yet.
It's the history of Pasadena. This is how Pasadena grew. They were the founding families that developed Pasadena, made Pasadena into what it is today.
Because things are not always as they are now. There was a lot that came before, and for so long it was silent, and now it's not.